Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Kraken Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we got another quickie this week of Fate Reforged. We're looking for those fetches and possibly that Ugin. Would be nice to see. I'm sure there are some other cool heavy hitters we could see back in that time frame. You know, wouldn't complain about like a foil Ugin or something too. That would be pretty sweet. Cloud Form, Wandering Champion, Fruit of the First Tree, and a Soul Flare. So 4/4 for 6, 4 and a black with Delve. Delve was the ability that allowed you to exile cards from your graveyard to pay the generic mana for this spell. So you could essentially exile 4 cards and play this guy for 2 black. If a creature card with Flying was exiled with Soul Flare's Delve ability, Soul Flare has Flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. So you could really break this card if you had the right creatures in your graveyard when you cast him. You could make him a whole bunch of things, which is kind of interesting. And we did get a foil Dousing Gloom. That's pretty nice. Dousing Gloom's a solid card. This was a good instant removal card from the set, because there was a lot of X2s, and specifically, there were a lot of morph creatures, and morph creatures, as we all know, are 2/2s. So this was a good removal for those. So a foil copy of that is pretty nice. And we got just a Bloodfell Caves and a Spirit token. Let's see. Winds of Kalsisma, Elite Scale Guard, Break Through the Line, and a Dagathar the Adamant. Dagathar? Dagathar. There's no T in there. Dagathar the Adamant. So a 3 generic and a white for a 0/0 Vigilant legendary creature. And it says Dagathar the Adamant enters the battlefield with 4 1/1 counters on it. You can pay 1, a black-green, move a 1/1 counter from target creature onto a second target creature. So you can move them off things onto Dagathar, or you can move them onto other creatures. And we just got a Rugged Highlands. And I believe their fancy name for those lands are just the Khans lands. Dragon Rage, Bloodfire Enforcers, Teamer Sabertooth. This is a combo piece for a deck I was looking at the other day. I was looking at a deck list for Arcades, because I'm building my Arcades deck, and I was like, I want to get some ideas of what people are doing, but I don't necessarily want to follow their deck list to a T. And one of these was called like the Arcades Wall deck is what I saw, and it had this as one of its combo pieces, because you essentially bounce things to your hand and then replay them, and like then you can tap them again and make mana and then bounce it again, and like it's essentially like an infinite combo from what it looked like. But anyway, this is an interesting card. This card was very good in Limited as well, because for 2 mana you could return another creature you control to its owner's hand, and if you do, it gains Indestructible. So the idea is that you have a bunch of morph creatures, you flip them face up, they do something when you flip them up, then you bounce them with this to your hand, this gets Indestructible, you swing in for 4, and then you replay your morph face down so that you can trigger its ability again, which is pretty nice. And our rare is an Atarka World Render. So there you go, a 6/4 Flying Trample for 7, 5, and a red-green. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, it gains Double Strike until end of turn. So there you go. Who doesn't like double striking dragons? Well, maybe your opponent. Maybe your opponent doesn't like double striking dragons. Anyway, there you go, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I have been your host. This has been a little quickie of Fate Reforged. I know it went a little longer than normal quickies, but that's because I was just talking about the cards and how they work. So thank you so much for watching. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.